I wanted to introduce you to a guy. His name is Rishi Sharma. He is the founder of a nonprofit group, Heroes of the Second World War. He has the most incredible childhood story I think I've ever heard. Rishi, welcome to the program.
Hi, sir. Thank you for having me on to talk about the heroes of the Second World War.
So, Rishi, you're 20 now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you live in California.
Well, that's where I grew up. I haven't been back home for the past 2 years. I've been on the road interviewing World War II veterans every day.
That's crazy. So can we take you back, Rishi, to how old were you when you started reading books on World War II?
Ever since I was a little kid, sir, I've always been interested in World War II. I would read as many books as I could get my hands on. I would watch the television programs, and I just was always fascinated with it. You know, when I was a little kid, all I ever wanted to be was a Marine. But when I thought of a Marine, I thought of an 18-year-old with nothing but the shirt on his back and a rifle in his hand, fighting in the jungles of Guadalcanal or the sands of Iwo Jima, this good versus evil fight. And, you know, as I got older, I just really got interested into talking to these veterans. So I started calling some of them up from the books I had read.
Okay, now hang on just a second. Wait, Rishi. You got to tell this story right. When you say when I got older, how old were you when you got older? 13?
I think it was 13 or 14.
Okay, all right. So you're the ripe old age of 13 years old, and you decide just to start calling the guys out of the blue that you've just read about.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the World War II books, you know, it's like memoirs. And so all I would do is I would just look up the veteran's name on Google, and, you know, there would be an online phone book, and I would just call them. And it was such an amazing feeling that I could actually talk to this real person who I'm reading about, and to hear his take on what happened and everything. It made me realize, oh, my God, these heroes are out there. And so when I was in high school, I just started riding my bike to the local retirement homes to start interviewing the veterans in person. And I just fell in love with it. And I eventually started ditching class to go do interviews because I was learning more from the veterans than I was in school. And by the time I graduated high school, the local paper had done stories about my mission, and I had people calling me and telling me about veterans they knew. I realized that, you know, I should not go to college. I'm learning more doing this, and I'm helping these heroes. So I made it my mission to meet and interview 2 to 3 World War II combat veterans every single day until the last one passes away. And to date, I've interviewed just over 870 World War II combat veterans.